Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be having kind of like a mixture of different TikToks that I'm gonna be reacting to. So it's like a mixture of TikTok compilation. It's a little long. Um I made sure I try to get it down to, under an hour. Because when I put all the stuff that I had been, researching and stuff together, I was like, eesh, it's gonna be too long of a video. And I know everybody's attention spans is short. Mine is too. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave some stuff for the next video. Like seriously. But this will be a little lengthy video. I don't think I have any trigger warnings needed, but if I did, trigger warning. Shout out to my subscribers and shout out to all the people that come to the page that's not subscribed. But since you come to the page, why not subscribe? Come on now, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, you guys, to hit that notification bell because I've been being told that people's notification bells been being turned off or they've been being unsubscribed. So, and that's something I've heard for a while that been going on with YouTube. So just make sure you guys checking that consistently for me so we can build this community up. Now my hair had a puffball right there. It's the nerve. But nevertheless, y'all, this is a lengthy video, so I'm not going to ramble my mouth. Thank you guys that's been subscribed to me. Thank you to the future subscribers. Shout out to all the content creators that I react to. These people work hard. They're awesome. I've been watching them before I even had my channel. So shout out to them. If you guys have TikTok or if they shout out their YouTube page, go follow them, go subscribe to them. Man, iron sharpens iron. There's never too many people to be speaking the truth. We all got to get on one accord. But like I said, I'm not going to hold you guys. Let's get to this lengthy video, and I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I enjoy putting it together. Like I said, I'm not going to hold y'all. Well, without any further ado, let's get straight to the content. Let's get straight to business. Let's go.
Aaron Salter Jr. wore many hats in his life: retired police officer, substitute teacher, but one of his true passions was science. He built a lab in his garage where he spent countless hours working to develop an engine that could run on water.
It's not running off of gas fuel? No, there's no gas fuel. No gas fuel.
Sadly, for all he was in life, the world is learning his story because of the courage he displayed doing his job, protecting his community.
Interesting.
There are very far-ranging advantages and features to the technology.
On March 20th, 1998, an inventor ran out of a restaurant yelling, "They poisoned me." Minutes later, he's dead, and his invention could have ended the oil industry. Stanley Meyer was a backyard inventor from Ohio, but what he claimed to build sounded like something out of a sci-fi movie. A car that ran on water, no gas, no oil, just H2O. He called it the water fuel cell. It split water into hydrogen and oxygen, using hydrogen to power an engine. If this was real, it meant anyone could fuel their vehicle with just tap water, and the entire oil industry would collapse overnight. That's when the threat started. Stanley told his brother he was being followed, watched. He claimed oil companies had offered him billions to walk away or let them buy and bury the tech. He refused. Then came that night. Stanley sat down for dinner with two Belgian investors. His brother was right beside him. Everything seemed normal until Stanley took a sip of cranberry juice. Suddenly, he clutched his throat, shot up from his chair, and stumbled out of the door. Outside, he screamed, "They poisoned me," and collapsed. He died minutes later. The autopsy ruled it as a brain aneurysm, no poison in his system. The case was closed. But here's where things get dark. His prototype, gone. His blueprints vanished. And the investors, they fled the country immediately after his death. To this day, his brother swears he was murdered. Some believe the oil industry silenced him, but that's just a theory. What do you guys think really happened to Stanley? Let me know your thoughts and theories in the comments below, and follow for more true crime stories like this.
It's the fact that both of them are dead. Both of these guys that came up with this water-based powered car are both dead, and both of their inventions and their blueprints were stolen. I couldn't find a clip of the first guy that did the water-based. I think I need to give him a little bit more time doing some more research, but once I can get a better clip, I'll throw it in another video so we can hear more about him, like we heard about the second guy. But isn't that interesting? And think about it, y'all. Man, you know, the oil company is like the pharmaceutical business. Like, it's about that green. And, or at this point, where we about to go to with the digital. But I'm saying, though, this is what they do. They will you, especially if you step on their toes and take money from them. Just think about if we have found out how to do that. Nobody will be at the gas station. And y'all know gas prices be fluctuating. It's high in the summer, like it's just randomly high. Like, come on now. They'll be out of business, and they weren't having that. Same way the pharmaceutical companies don't want you to do holistic and natural ways to heal yourself, because if you could find out a way to cure yourself naturally with what was put on the earth for us to use, they run out of money, they close down, they have nothing. You know, shout out to Perky. She's another content creator on YouTube. Look her up, Perky. She said something, and she says this several times in her videos, and I want to give her credit because I don't take nobody's stuff, but I think it's very valid. A cured patient is a lost patient. So the job is to keep you sick, because if you're sick, you keep coming back. I keep getting richer and richer and richer, and you keep getting sick and sicker and sicker, and then eventually. But let's keep going, y'all. Let's go.
This is the most demonic thing I have ever seen taken place at any sporting event in my entire life. What you're looking at is a demon being summoned in the crowd on top of a satanic pentagram, and there's even demonic chants on the banners below the crowd. What you're looking at is a home game of FC Kaiserslautern, also known as FCK, and they're doing a pre-game ritual. And what you're going to see here is that people are holding up signs, and it creates a satanic pentagram. And as time goes on, you can see the person shifting the camera. On the other side, I believe those words say invincible forever. But then slowly there's a demon that's going to arise. Now, if you look at the bottom, the banners here, they say words in Latin. And if we translate them, let's see what it says. Exaudi nos Lucifer et surge ex abyss sume nimas nostra. Oh my gosh, this says, hear us, O Lucifer, and rise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? Now they actually say something else as Lucifer is slowly spawning from the crowd. It says, ad lucem nos Lucifer, et surge ex abysso sume animas nostras. Jesus, forgive me for even saying this, but it says, to light us, O star, and arise from the abyss, take our souls. What the heck? I mean, I don't care if their mascot is like a devil or something, whatever the heck it is. This is the weirdest thing I have ever seen. There's got to be some evil energy going on in this game.
My question is why? I know why. Because they're cultists. The people that like they know what they be doing. This has to. I think this might be. Well, no, I was gonna say this had to be maybe the worst blatant satanic worship that I've seen. But and I was gonna talk about the Olympics and its opening ceremonies, but no, those parades out there in Brazil, and then I forgot where. If you guys remember, drop it in the comments. I forgot. But there's another place that does parades, and it'd be so demonic, and it's like blasphemy. It's like this was like, oh my God, that is horrible. That is horrible. Ew. Yeah, let's go.
Listen, I didn't go to jail. I was just stuck in Dubai. It was a situation that happened in Dubai that I couldn't get over at the time, and that was it. How long were you there for? I was there for a month. Wow. After Pakistan? After Pakistan, yes, I was. That is so crazy.
I'm glad to see that she made it back down here to the States. If you guys don't remember, a couple of videos ago, I posted, it was one of my funny clips, but she went to Pakistan to go and be with her 19-year-old husband. No, I don't know what the hell. I don't know if they were engaged, that she met online, and when she went down there, it was just a whole thing. But look her up, Onaja Robinson. Look her up, and then you'll see it. But she's funny though, and that one is a mess. But it's good to see she's back down here in the United States, and that she's safe and looks healthy and looks fine. So we're grateful for that. Shout out to you.
Can we talk about the dark history of Easter? You gotta make sure you check outside. Sorry to say that Easter has nothing to do with Jesus. Many aspects of traditional Christianity, holidays, practices, doctrines, the bunnies, the eggs, springtime, came not from Christ or the Bible, but came from pagan religion. Easter Sunday is a Babylonian pagan holiday, which idolizes the fertility goddess Ishtar. Worshipping Ishtar was intended to ask for her blessing of fertility on the crops and everything else. On the first Sunday after the full moon, they would celebrate by baking cakes, getting drunk, and committing other heinous crimes. Women were required to celebrate the conception by laying down at the temple of Ishtar and having relations with anybody who walks in. There is a very, very dark history on why they color eggs. Babies were sacrificed, and the blood of the infants were dipped in the eggs for Ishtar. Want to know the reason there's a bunny rabbit? Rabbits can bear several litters of young each year, meaning they have high fertility. Decorating eggs seems harmless until you consider the origins of it. None of this had to do with Christianity. The bunnies and the eggs are not as simple as they seem, and this holiday is not holy. Y'all be safe.
That's what I be talking about with the deception and how it be in plain sight, but it be so deceiving, and so carefully orchestrated that literally, like in the Bible, it says, "My people perish because of a lack of knowledge," and that is so true. But symbolism will be their downfall. There's certain patterns that they do, and once you catch on to the patterns, once you catch on to the symbols, once you start to like step away from the matrix and be like, hold on, let me take away everything that I have always known. You know what I mean? And really sit back and ask, are they for us? These people that running the country and running the world, are they really for us? So if they're not for us, what makes us think that anything that they're doing that they say is for our good is? But we cooking, y'all. But like my kids know, like there's no dying eggs. Like I'm slowly transitioning us out of that tradition or ritual, because basically a tradition is like a ritual. It's what you guys like. This is what y'all do. You know, like, and rituals don't have to be negative. See, the problem is that we all have the same power. In Habakkuk, it says, "Speak it as though it is, write it down, and although it may tally, it'll come to pass." That's the same thing as manifesting. That's the same thing as enchantment spells. You speaking it out. The universe is gonna go with what you align yourself with and what you speak out your mouth. That's why death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I don't want to preach, but like, it's what you do with that power. And when you use that power for negative or to hurt people or to steal from people or to infringe upon sorry y'all, or infringe upon somebody else's free will, that's a problem. You know, I just want y'all to know it is literally 3:33 in the morning a.m. I'm filming in the middle of the night in the morning. Like, I don't know. It's 3:33 and I'm filming, y'all. So let's keep this thing going. Let's go.
Robin Williams.
So that was the Knights Templar cross. These are the steps of Freemasonry. So these are the steps in which you have to take to get to Freemason. And there's a Knights Templar right there, right by the 33rd degree.
Comedy. Jim, you know this. It's weird. Normally they look at comedians as like very special people. Thank you very much. And you allow us to be in the room with the adults. You nominate us. You even have a category for us. Comedy and dancing. There's a lot of dancers who could have been up here tonight, but they didn't make it.
It's been almost a decade since we lost the beloved comedian Robin Williams, and while his death was officially attributed to suicide, some people still believe that Robin was the victim of a secret society, the same one that Jim Carrey tried to warn us about.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
The viral theory about Robin Williams' death being an Illuminati sacrifice stems from, believe it or not, a Family Guy episode. See, less than an hour before Robin's death was announced to the public, the animated sitcom The Family Guy aired a rerun in which Robin appears as a character who plays a role in Peter Griffin's attempted suicide.
Damn these hands.
Mwah! Well, I haven't been to temple in a while.
Now, many believe that this was just a bizarre coincidence, but after another comedy legend and Robin's longtime friend Jim Carrey started publicly talking about the Illuminati and Hollywood sacrifices, fans began to question the official narrative surrounding Robin's death. But how does Jim feel about what happened to Robin Williams? Does he actually think shadowy industry figures in Hollywood wanted to eliminate Robin?
Preliminary, and I again say preliminary, results of the forensic examination revealed supporting physical signs that Mr. Williams' life ended from asphyxia due to hanging.
To give you some context, Robin Williams was discovered dead at his residence in Paradise Cay, California on August 11, 2014. The final post-mortem examination report, which was made public in November 2014, determined that Robin took his own life through hanging. The report also stated that there was no alcohol or substances in his system, and the prescription drugs found were within therapeutic limits. According to the report, Robin had been battling depression and anxiety, but Robin's widow Susan Williams later said depression wasn't what took Robin, and she revealed that Robin had a debilitating brain disease called Lewy body dementia. But it didn't take long before different theories started popping up online. And like I said, people found it really suspicious that just half an hour before his death was announced, BBC 3 aired an episode of Family Guy that centered around Robin and featured a suicide attempt by the main character, Peter Griffin.
Yo, I'm writing some stuff I'm writing some stuff that I was trying to make sure I don't forget it. It's always these circumstances: drowning, aneurysm, brain aneurysm, drug overdose, suicide, falling off a building to commit suicide. It's always certain little things. And it's like, But symbolism will be their downfall. You know what I mean? And they have to do the symbolism. It's like they have to. It's a part of the ruse. They have to show you. But it'd be hidden in plain sight. And that Family Guy thing was crazy. But that's what they do. They be hiding stuff in plain sight. So if it is a ritual, they let you know what was about to happen, inadvertently letting you know. You know, that's what they do. It's like, I gotta tell you, universal law states that they have to tell us what they're gonna do so that we are in agreement, but they don't have to. Universal law does not tell them how they gotta tell us. So of course they could use the deception. I bit my tongue, y'all. Ooh. Of course they can use deception. Like, I'm telling you. But since you don't know the symbols, you really don't know what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying, y'all? But let's keep going. Let's cook. Let go.
Hey, I got more bullshit. One of my followers hit me up and was like, I need to talk about this new clip. So here it go. It's from 1997 Spawn. Shit crazy. Yo, watch this shit.
And the Israelis was...
Fitzgerald may be a spineless bureaucrat, but he's doing a great PR job for me. The whole world is going to hell in a handbasket, but thanks to him, he's just another story on the 5 o'clock news.
like lambs to the slaughter.
The best is yet to come. There it is, Jess. Finally ready. Eat 16. Makes the Ebola virus look like a skin rash. That North Korean biochemical operation really paid off. We have harvested the ultimate weapon from those diseased bodies. Now we have the only vaccine.
Was there ever any doubt?
Never. Now we have weapons in place to disperse Heat 16 over half of this godforsaken globe. Soon the whole world will be at my command. Anyone who refuses to join my consortium won't be around to argue.
My man's called that shit Heat 16. COVID-19 Heat 16. That shit crazy. Watch this next clip though. It's just crazy how long this shit been in our face. Of world domination!
Okay. I mean, let me say this. That was crazy, but I remember my first dose of that shot, and 2 weeks later I was in the hospital with my I'm not sure how long I had MS because I didn't know, but I do know that 2 weeks after I got that shot, I was in the hospital with finding out all the stuff I found out. I went numb all on one side to where I couldn't walk. I couldn't, like, it was horrible. And it was literally like 2 weeks after that. I'm just saying. I could say I could speak for that because that's like, that legit happened to me. So I'm like, I'm that testimony that, yeah, 2 weeks after I did get that one dose, I was in the hospital for a whole week, and my life has changed drastically since then. Things that make you go, But it happened to me, so I can give that testimony. It happened to me, and it was the scariest thing. You know, the whole situation, going numb on your side, not being able to walk and move, and just like, oh my God, you guys, it was so crazy and so, Lord, I'm so glad that I'm much better. I'm much better. But, ooh, it was a time that was had. But let's keep going, y'all.
I'm not letting anybody waste not one fucking moment of my life. I'm gonna enjoy this ride, and if I need to be alone to enjoy it, that's what will happen. But what you will not do is strap me with all your shit and make me responsible for
your history,
your shit.
Yeah.
Go get your
or how about you actually fucked up?
And that's easy. I'm like, oh, I fucked up. My bad.
You are easy to admit.
My bad. I'll do better. I'll do better.
You understand? I mean, I don't want to defend fighting, but certain things have to be discussed.
A discussion is fine, but when you start emotionally investing in what you're saying and projecting that on me, and I start feeling a certain way, we can talk like this. If me and you can talk like this, if I can talk like this in a relationship, I can do this all day. All day. I don't, I'm fine with that. But when you start...
I think that women we are more emotional, and men, I have grown to realize, really do not operate like that. And it was a learning curve for me. And I'm still learning them, and I'm sure they need to still learn us. But I do think that we, as a gender, male and female, need to have an understanding and a respect for each other and the differences, and work together, because her emotions is good in check, and your lack of emotions and logic is good and in check. That's why you come together and you guys work it out. But you can't always think logic, and you can't always be emotion. You got to have a balance. And I'm learning that. You know what I mean? Because life be lifing. But you have to allow, my mama always say, allow yourself a second to have those emotions, feel them, release them, and then move on. So I like that. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's go.
5 undeniable proof that the Earth is not flat. This is a time lapse of the Earth's rotation on a go-to mount. This is the view of the moon from the northern and southern hemisphere. This would only be possible if people live on opposite sides of the globe. During a lunar eclipse, the Earth's shadow is casted on the moon. If the Earth was flat, the shadow would be a disc shape instead of covering the whole moon. Different time zones proves that the Earth is a globe. This model for time zones is false because, in a video of a flat Earth claiming a rocket hit the firmament, we see the sun far up in space and not in that firmament. And the final piece of evidence is a boat going past the horizon, which is where the curvature begins. The flat Earth theory is based off of mistrust, not facts and evidence, because people believe every rich company is always lying.
Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. This is for all my round earthers. Y'all know how I feel about it. I still feel like it's a flat earth. I wasn't convinced. But like I said, I don't feel like it's completely flat. I think that there's other elements and other levels to this. And I think that we just like cracking the surface. But yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. I respect your opinion. You know, I respect everyone's opinion, whether it be differ or whether it be alike. I feel like, you know, a good conversation involves a dialogue where I don't want you to agree with everything. I want to hear your take. I want to hear your perspective. I ain't always right. You know what I mean? So, but once again, like I say, iron sharpens iron, y'all. Let go.
Why did God create Satan even though he can see the future? Because you know how God can see all things, right? Now check this out. All of God's angels, the main angels are who? Gabriel, Daniel, Raphael, right? All of these angels, they end in what? L. Okay. Lucifer ends in what? L? It's not an L. R. Lucifer. Oh. Lucifer is the only one that fell. No, check this out, fam. So the theory is, I mean, it's not even a theory, low-key, this is what happened, is he created Lucifer just because as a choice. So I know you're gonna fail, but let's just see if you prove me wrong type of thing. Because it's just free will. It's literally just free will. It's like you being a father to a son and letting him choose by himself if he's gonna be doing good or bad. Yeah. Because you gave him that choice of being free, the option. Now he can truly say like, okay, that was the utmost respect. You know, because he didn't force you to do anything.
Because do you think God forces like a root on us, but like even though there's another root, he doesn't play God? You know what I mean?
No. I think everybody has a root and everybody's meant to do something, but at the end of the day, there's many.
Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I like that. But let's keep going.
Are they trying to hide the fact that the Earth could be hollow? This is easily one of the most plausible conspiracy theories of all time, because we've discovered systems that stretch for miles and miles and miles and have their own ecosystem. There's a whole world beneath us and they might be keeping it a secret. Why, you might ask? Because they would have to rewrite all of our history. There's possibly species that they have claimed went extinct millions of years ago that are still around under these pockets of Earth. In 1947, Admiral Richard Byrd, a decorated naval officer, claims to have flown through a massive hole in Antarctica, and what he saw was mind-blowing. He described a beautiful, lush land filled with giant creatures and super advanced beings, all living in the hollow Earth, according to top-secret documents. A lot of people believe this is being covered up and the government classified his diary and other documents. Could this be explained why Antarctica is a no-fly zone and you can't go there? I mean, this theory, to me, is not that far-fetched. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, and stay weird.
Ooh, let me know what y'all think in the comments. But didn't King Kong and Godzilla just have a movie about a hollow Earth? They be saying it. Let's go.
An additional thing that the Lord has said about Beyonce Knowles, I'm going to add it here, is that she is not long for this world. And the Lord says it is because Satan is requiring higher and higher sacrifices of that woman to those who are interested, to her defenders. Beyonce is being worn down in a way that may not be evidently appear to those who watch her. But God says that the sacrifices that Satan is requiring out of her are becoming so taxing that it is as if the soul inside her is nearly dead. He's saying that they have to revive her with greater and greater rituals. So whatever they're doing down by the waterside, or whatever they're sacrificing and cooking on the various altars. It's having to be ramped up. And that's because her mortal essence, her soul, is being worn down. It's being eaten. She's like a person who can barely breathe when she comes off that stage of entertaining this world's clowns. She can barely breathe. She has to be taken back there for the little sprinkling and all the little things to get her to come back up. And what the Lord was saying to me is, my daughter, when you get to that place where you have exhausted the life force within you, when you are killing spirit by playing with it and making sacrifices to the devil, you are not long for this world.
You know, I like Celestial with the Master's Voice Prophecy blog. Master's Voice Prophecy blog. And that's Celestial, Prophetess Celestial. I've always liked her content. She be cooking. You know, her and Sloan and Quatita, you know, Governess Quatita, all them, yes, I like them. But let's keep going, y'all. Let's go.
Terrence Howard said that Diddy tried to diddle him. And he also explains why he never played no female role in the entertainment industry. He said all the men that played women roles lost something of their self, which was their soul, and lost their integrity. Terrence Howard said he would never do that. He would never lose his integrity, never lose himself to play a role, to give up himself as a man. Y'all make sure y'all watch this whole clip.
Give up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with.
I'm not gonna lie. You gotta stand on principles. When it comes to people coming to you like, hey, I think it'd be funny for you to play a woman. You gotta have your integrity. You gotta know, like, no, I can't be sold. I'm a man. Why the hell I can't be funny playing a man?
So it's like achieving don't mean anything. And what we were brought in here is men.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah. But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy party. So maintain your man card.
Y'all heard him. So essentially he's saying all the people that went to them Diddy parties was doing something strange for a little piece of change. In the process, they gave up their integrity. And they gave up something else too.
So everybody, we've made it to the end. Thank you guys for sticking by and watching the whole video, making it to the end. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your support. I hope you got a lot out of it. I am tired, you guys. It's like 5 in the morning and I still have stuff I have to do today, but I wanted to make sure I take care of my community so that I could be able to do things on my side with my family and be having that clear conscience, like, okay, I got that done. But, you know, this was a deep dive and we're going to get even deeper and deeper. And, you know, like I said in the last video, drop in the comments or I'm going to put my email in my bio. And that way you guys can shoot me an email with some suggestions or, you know, videos. And I'll go ahead and refix up my Discord. My Discord had messed up, I guess, because I wasn't using it. But that you guys can get, what's the word for it? Not a custom, but you know, you're joining in, you know, you're part of this. So, but yeah, I'm gonna put my email in the bio and then, fix the Discord and put my new Discord link. That should be done by the end of this weekend. And then you guys hit me up on there. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you guys have anything you want me to do an investigative work on. It's like, well, so my investigative work, it'll be solely upon that topic. And it will be, I'll show some TikToks, but I'll also be doing research and showing you the research that I've done. Excuse me. I feel like I caught a cold again. I just like feel like I got over it, and then the kids be at school, then you know how that go. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. This was a long night. I'm tired, but I still feel good. Like I still have energy, but I'm tired though. I can feel my body tired, but I still have energy. So I'm probably gonna start editing until I fall asleep. But like I said, I won't hold you guys. It has been a joy to spend this the hours between 3 and 5 with you guys when the portal is open. And I look forward to making more content, posting this, and then I have some. Like I told you, I got so much stuff in my archive that I gotta be putting in the videos, and I don't want to make them too lengthy. But all in all, you guys, I love you guys. I am about to let you guys go. It has been great. I have fun, and until next time, bye.